How you doing, guys? You're watching Mr. Who's Reef. Today I want to go over how to use the Magnesium Pro test kit made by Red Sea. Alright, the first thing, all their test kits come in this nice plastic case. Keeps everything nice and dry. Including in the test kit is the titrator, which all their tests include that. A 1 milliliter syringe, a 5 milliliter syringe, test solution A and B, and then the titrant, and finally the test vial. All their kits come with an instruction book, and also a quick reference guide, which once you do the test a couple of times you could use this reference guide, and then it comes with the chart. Alright, the first thing you want to do is take your 5 milliliter syringe and draw up some test water. What I like to do is I like to draw up some of the test water in the syringe, just to run it through the syringe, and then also dispense some in the test vial and just rinse it out, just in case there's any leftover RO water, and then discard that water. Now you're ready to do the test. You're going to draw up 2 milliliters of water. Okay, you have the 2 milliliters of water. You're going to dispense that into your test vial. And now with this particular test, the magnesium test, it's helpful to have, you know, a stopwatch or a timer. You don't need to. You can count down, but when you add part A solution to your test vial, you're going to have to wait 15 seconds between each drop. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to add 5 drops of solution A to your test vial. So you're going to add the first drop, and then you're going to swirl for 15 seconds. You're going to add your second drop, and then you're going to swirl for another 15 seconds. And this is your third drop, another 15 seconds. Fourth drop. Now, another reason I like to keep time on this is so I don't forget where I'm at with the drops. Once you reach a minute and 15 seconds, you know that you're at your 5th and final drop. This is the 5th and final drop. I'm going to swirl for the final 15 seconds. Cap the solution. And then next we're going to add 5 drops of solution B. This one we're going to add the 5 drops all at once. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to gently swirl. And then we're going to let this solution sit for 60 seconds. I'm going to cap solution B. Now while I'm waiting, I'm going to draw up some of the titrant in my 1 milliliter syringe. Making sure the syringe is in the solution. You're going to draw up with the plunger is right on 1 milliliter. Once you have that, I like to cap my titrant right off. It keeps the product fresh, plus I don't spill it by accident, as expensive as this stuff is. So you have 1 milliliter. Now the 60 seconds is up, so we're going to take our titrator, we're going to take our test vial, and we're going to screw that test vial right onto the titrator. Which this is what's nice about the Red Sea compared to the Salifert. You have this titrator. It's not necessary, but it makes things a little bit easier. You're going to line up your numbers so that you can read them from the outside. And now you're ready to start dispensing. What the test recommends is that you dispense the first 0.4 milliliters of solution. Once you do that, you're going to swirl. And now you're ready to start dispensing drop by drop. So you're going to swirl gently with each drop. And what you're looking for is the initial color change to blue. Now with this particular test, alright, there you go. Alright, so you got the bluish color. With this test, as you let the solution sit, it's going to start to turn purple. So you want to note the initial change to blue, and then as it sits in the test vial, it's going to start to look like a purple color. So you want to just note the initial change. Now, with the Red Sea test, this chart is going to, like the Salifert test, the actual number that you read on the syringe is going to directly correspond to the numbers that you see on the chart. Where the Red Sea, you're going to actually look at what you actually dispensed into the test vial. So I'm going to take a look now. It looks like we dispensed 0.68 of the solution. So we're going to take a look at our chart. If you can see there, and you're going to look for 0.68, and my magnesium is 1360, which is right there. So like I said, with the Salifert test, you're going to take the number directly off the syringe, and then that number is going to correspond to the actual reading. Where this one, it's a little bit more to figure out, but you just got to figure out how much solution you dispensed out of the syringe, and then that number is going to correspond with the actual reading. But they are nice test kits I do like them. They put a lot of thought into their product. They give you the titrator. You know, everything is well made. They give you the plastic case. Where the Saliford, it's a great test kit, and I do like it. You know, the titrator is definitely not, you know, absolutely necessary, but it makes things a little bit easier. And if you could see that initial blue color is now almost like a dark purple, so that's why you want to look at that reading right away. But it is a nice product. It's fairly easy to do. This test is one of the more complicated tests. As you can see, it's still simple, but you know, you have that 15 seconds in between. But overall, like I said, it's a simple test, and you know, the numbers seem to be accurate. All right, so that completes the magnesium test. What I always like to do, and what they recommend, is make sure that you rinse your test vial and your syringes out with RO water. Now the titrant that's unused, you could actually, you know, squirt that back into the bottle so that you can reuse it. I generally don't do that. I mean, you can get some more tests out of it. I just feel like, you know, you can contaminate that syringe, but it's really up to you. They do recommend that you could reuse it on some of the tests, but you just make sure that you rinse everything off with RO water to keep your tests accurate. I'm going to do that now, and I'll see you on my next video.